my god. So, hi, new day, new bitch. Yet again, I look like shit, but what's new? If you see blood coming out of the side of my nose, mind your business. I popped a pimple and now I'm suffering the consequences. Whatever I say in this video, please don't take it fucking seriously. It's just for shits and gigs, okay? So I've been on TikTok and I've been seeing a lot of creators, TikTokers, influencers, whatever the fuck you want to call them. How do I say this without calling anyone out? Basically saying that nobody wants to work. TikTokers and like influencers have like the hardest job in the world. Nah, by all means, I'm not a fucking influencer, I'm just me. I make videos whenever the fuck I feel like it. So I've seen a lot of people on social media, they're like, influencers have the hardest job, we work almost every day, no breaks. You know what, I don't give a fuck if I call people out. Okay, because what are you gonna do, sue me? You can't, because you posted it online. It's this person that I saw, and she says that on Be Real, she always sees people in bed, no matter what time of the day. It could be like 12 p.m. and they're in their bed. She was like, basically, get your ass up and work. Sorry, but I'm saying this now. Mark my words, please, like, mark this in my fucking graveyard. Being an influencer is the easiest job. Like, I'm not an influencer, like, I don't know what the fuck it's all about, but I just know it's the easiest job. So basically what I was gonna do, I was like, well, I make videos for fun, right? Whenever I feel like it. But I also, on the other side, I have a full-time job. So why not show you relatable content? Because I don't really post on my channel about work. Because why would I? But if I never told you I had a job, you probably would have guessed that I just live for free and everything I get is paid by my parents. Well, you're fucking wrong. I buy everything myself. The camera that I'm filming on right now, bought it myself. The computer I edit my videos on, bought it myself. My phone, bought it myself. This fucking shirt I'm wearing, the necklace, bitch, I bought it myself. So let's just less talk and more action, you know, because you can't stand looking at this and neither can I. So let's just talk about my work journey, really, since this is the whole topic of today's video. So I've been working since I was 16. So I got my first job 4 months after I turned 16. But right when I turned 16, bitch, I was applying for jobs. But no one wanted me. And I was like, okay. Fast forward to November 2020, I think. Fast forward 4 months. It's November 2020 now. And I applied and I got my first ever job at a retail store. I'm not going to say where, just, I don't know. Just because you never know. So I'll just keep it quiet. But it was a retail store. You guys all most likely know what it is. Probably don't shop there unless you're a grandma or you're like a preteen or something. I don't know. Moral of the story, I got my first job at 16. And that job was a fucking roller coaster. It was great when I started. It was amazing when I started, actually. I wish I could go back. But the more time I was there, the worse it got. And I worked there for about 1.5 years. I did everything. I worked in every single department by the time I was about to leave. I've gone through every department and I was just overworked. Now, I don't have the hardest job in the world. It's stressful, yes, but it's nothing compared to like fucking doctors or lawyers. I right now am a manager at another retail store and boss people around. Just kidding. I'm not bossy. I'm not a bitch. At least I don't think I am. Okay? Maybe you think differently, but personally I don't think I am. I worked at that retail store for about 1.5 years and it started off great. It was amazing. I liked it. I liked my co-workers and everything. But then the more I worked, I think that they noticed that I had more potential to do more things. Cause by like spring or like early summer of 2021, last year, holy shit, it feels like it's been forever ago, I started to get trained in all of these separate departments and getting trained to do so much different shit. And now looking back, I'm pissed that I said yes to all of that, because not only was I being underpaid, but I was overworked. I think my longest shift there was 11 hours. I think I worked from opening to closing. Now keep in mind, I was 16, so I'm pretty sure that's illegal. That's kind of like my first red flag of the place. And I was getting trained in all these departments, and then I was really good at getting people to sign up for the credit cards. So I was a cashier most of my fucking shifts. I would do 8-hour shifts at the fucking cash wrap. Like I said, that's not the hardest job in the world, but it is so mentally draining when everybody depends on you and just you to get the credit cards. Like all the pressure is on you. So it got very, very mentally draining very fast. And then there's some issues that happened around the holiday season, and I was like, no. I was like, I'm done with this shit. I'm not dealing with it. I've been talking for way too long, and I've only done my concealer. So, as you can tell, my face needs a lot of work. That was like my work journey at my first job. And then, so this is kind of what happened. So I hated the job. I was like, I'm fucking over this shit. I'm like, it's a new year. I don't want to deal with such a fucking toxic job. Like, it got so toxic towards the end. Like, really, really, really fucking bad. And I was like, no, I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. I'm over it. So I started to go online and was looking for other jobs to apply to. I saw this post saying that this select store was hiring a part-time manager. And I was like, whoa. And I clicked on it and I read through the job description, and I was like, holy shit, this is what I do at my current job, but I'm not a fucking manager. So I was like, maybe something could occur, you know? Because I had all the job description I already had experience on because of my previous job. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? I don't get the job? Okay, well, whatever. There's many other jobs. So I applied, and I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna get the job because I am 17. At least I could say that I applied for the job. You know, if I don't get it, it's fine. It's not meant to be. So I applied for the part-time manager position. I applied, and then I would get no callback or anything, and I was like, it's fine. Like, probably didn't get it. It got to a point where I even forgot I applied there. And then I think I was in my room just doing homework, and I got a call from this random ass number, and I'm like, who the fuck is calling me? So I answered it, and it was the manager from the place that I currently work at. And she was like, we saw your application and they want to set up an interview with me. And I was like, say fucking less. So I made the interview, and then I was like, no fucking way they want to interview me. I was like, wow, you guys skipped through the part where I am, 1, underage, I'm 17, and 2, I don't have my high school diploma yet. So I have the interview, whatever, met the manager. I gave her a reference of mine, and I think she called my reference. So I think it was like, I'll call your reference, and then I'll call you and let you know if you get the job or not. And I was like, okay, cool. So that same day, I think 2 hours later, I got a call from the hiring manager, we'll just put it that way. And she calls me, I think 2 hours after I had my interview. I want to see you for a second interview. And I was like, okay. Like, at first, you told me you were gonna call me and let me know if I get the job or not. But no, you called me 2 hours later to come for a second interview. I was like, say less. So at this point, I'm set up for a second interview, and I'm like I was low-key leaning towards I kind of know I'll get the job. Like, that's what I was feeling. But I didn't want to get too ahead of myself, just in case I didn't get it. I went in for my second interview. It all went well, and I got the fucking job. Then I went to my old job, because I still worked there at the time. I got a raise 2 days before I put in my 2 weeks. I don't know if he was trying to like keep me there or something, but I was like, fuck you and your raise. Sorry. I put in my 2 weeks. The manager had to talk with me. Why are you putting in your 2 weeks? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I got another job. I was like, I got a job as a assistant manager, and it's none of your fucking business. So let's just make time go by quickly so I can move out of this bitch, because I was like, I'm over it. That's kind of my work story in a way, like very shortened. Like, it was very long story short. I've been working at my current job for 7 months now, which is fucking crazy. I feel like I just got the job 2 days ago. I was there for like 4.5 months, almost 5, when I got promoted to being a full-time manager. Now I'm a full-time manager there, and I love it. I can't complain at all. I can complain the fact that I have to go to work every day. I don't like working. I wish I could just make money. Just being at home, man. Moral of this story, besides me being hardworking bitch, because hello, who else is a fucking manager at 17 and gets promoted 4 months later? I don't know. Maybe you are. You know, maybe you and me both. So I think it really all just kind of works out in the end. So I've been at my current job for like 7 months now. Anyways, what time is it, guys? Let's check. It's 11:13, and I work at 1, and I close today. And I hate closing because it's so chaotic and stressful. I'd much rather open than close. If you guys have work today, we will both get through this shit. I never do my hair, ever. This is how it looked like when I was working yesterday. Did not comb it, did not brush it, did not straighten it, curl it, whatever.